Nana Love 1996 is asking, should I quit my part-time job to study for the LSAT? I currently have a full-time job, 40 hours, and a part-time job, 25 hours, which I'm reducing to 15 hours per week. I'm just going to stop there. So you've got a full-time job and a pretty significant part-time job. That's 65 hours, but you're going to reduce it down to your total is 55 hours, and plus you're studying for the LSAT on top of that. I'm already going to say that's way too much. So I was happy to see the next sentence. I'm contemplating whether or not, I'm assuming this is what you mean, to quit that job to have more time to study. Definitely, yes, I would recommend that if you can afford it, of course. I don't know you or your personal situation, but even 55 hours a week plus LSAT is a lot, especially if you have any other obligations on top of the job, like you have family, significant other hobbies, other interests, socializing. That's going to be more than enough to have on your plate at once. And so if you can afford it at all, I would definitely recommend cutting and quitting that part-time job. Even a full-time job plus LSAT is more than enough for most people. And given the importance of getting a top LSAT score, it could pay for itself in the long run. Even if you take a short-term financial hit, if you can then get a higher LSAT score, that could give you the scholarship money to avoid having to take out those extra loans you refer to later in your post. The specifics of your time frame in terms of what your jobs are like in terms of hours per day, to me, that's not the most important thing, as long as you have time to carve out for LSAT prep around that. So you said the full-time job is 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. That means maybe a little bit of time in the morning. I'm not going to assume how early you want to wake up, but even if you get out of work at 4:30 p.m., that still gives you potentially a good 3-4 hours per day after work. Not saying you're going to want to do that every single day, but even a couple days a week could be enough. You mentioned that you're going for the LSAT in November, and then January is a backup. And if you've been studying for a while already, that could be enough time. We're speaking now early to mid-September. You've got about 2 months till the November LSAT, and then you've got another 4 or so months till January. So if you can put in, let's say, 3-4 hours a day on average, even 5-6 days a week, we're talking about, 20-25 hours of LSAT. That's plenty over the course of 2 to 4 months, depending on how much work you've done up to that point. I'd say that if you can give it your all within that time frame over the next 2 to 4 months, November to January, that could be enough to get you the score that you need. So all the best. I've got plenty of resources and links about LSAT study schedules, fitting in the time on a daily basis, as well as how to structure your studying overall over the course of 1 month, 2 months, 3-4 months, and beyond. So I'll include those links in the description below this video. And of course, feel free to reach out if you have any questions. All the best. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.